They said it was inevitable, that after 65, belly fat simply settles in and stays, just part of the natural aging process. But nutrition research conducted with older adults has revealed something fascinating. A spice used for over 4,000 years in the kitchens of Sri Lanka may support metabolism in a way most of us never imagined. Most people trying to lose belly fat after 65 focus almost exclusively on diet and exercise, and those strategies are absolutely important. But few people know that certain natural compounds found in everyday spices can complement those efforts in ways science is only beginning to fully understand. Today, I'm going to share what the most recent nutritional research has revealed. Researchers studying metabolism in older adults have been investigating how bioactive compounds in spices interact with blood sugar regulation and energy metabolism. The findings are fascinating and practical. Today, I'll walk you through the 4 most studied spices in this area, along with easy tips on how to incorporate them into your daily meals. In this video, I'll reveal the 4 natural spices most researched for supporting metabolic health in people over 65, including how to use them, when to use them, and what to pair them with for better results. Stay until the end because spice number 1 has an additional heart health benefit that is going to surprise you. If you want to learn natural, science-based strategies to feel better after 65, comment yes down below, and let's get started. Number 4, cayenne pepper. Most people think of cayenne pepper as just a spicy condiment, but nutrition studies published in the British Journal of Nutrition have analyzed how capsaicin, the active compound in pepper, affects energy expenditure in adults. Researchers observed that regular consumption can temporarily increase caloric burn by up to 4 to 5% in the hours following a meal. For someone over 65 with a naturally slower metabolism, that's meaningful. What makes cayenne pepper especially interesting for older adults is its effect called thermogenesis. Your body uses extra energy to process capsaicin. Think of it like turning on a small internal heater for a few hours. On top of that, research suggests capsaicin may help mildly reduce appetite in the hours after consumption, which can support better food choices throughout the day. A meta-analysis published in the journal Appetite reviewed data from multiple studies and concluded that regular capsaicin consumption was associated with a modest reduction in daily caloric intake, averaging around 74 fewer calories per day in some participants. It sounds small, but over weeks, the accumulation is significant when combined with other healthy habits. The easiest way to use cayenne is to add a small pinch, about 1/8 of a teaspoon, to soups, scrambled eggs, or sautéed vegetables. If you have stomach sensitivity, start with even smaller amounts and observe how your body responds. The powdered version is easier to control than fresh pepper. Many people don't realize that combining cayenne pepper with a protein-rich meal can further enhance satiety. Try adding a pinch to grilled chicken or your morning omelet. Protein plus capsaicin is a combination that nutritional research finds particularly interesting. Cayenne pepper is a great start, but the next spice has an additional heart health benefit that makes it especially valuable after 65. Before we dive deeper, if you're enjoying this information, hit that like button. It helps me bring more content like this to you. Number 3, turmeric. Turmeric has been used for millennia in Ayurvedic medicine, and now modern science is beginning to understand why. Its active compound, curcumin, has been extensively studied in relation to chronic inflammation. Why does that matter for belly fat? Because research shows that low-grade chronic inflammation, very common in older adults, can make it harder for the body to regulate weight effectively. Think of chronic inflammation as a constant alarm signal going off inside your body. When that alarm rings all the time, your metabolism may not function at peak efficiency. Curcumin from turmeric acts by modulating certain inflammatory pathways, like turning down the volume on that alarm, allowing your metabolism to work in a more balanced way. That's why researchers have specific interest in this compound for the older adult population. A study reviewed in the Journal of Medicinal Food evaluated the effects of curcumin supplementation in overweight adults and found improvements in metabolic markers over 30 days. Researchers noted that participants who consumed turmeric regularly showed more consistent results when combined with moderate dietary changes, not alone but as meaningful support. Turmeric powder can be added to warm milk to make the popular golden latte or incorporated into rice, soups, and sautéed vegetables. The dose most commonly studied in research is 1 to 3 grams per day, roughly half to 1 teaspoon. One important tip: always combine it with a pinch of black pepper, because the piperine in black pepper increases curcumin absorption by up to 2,000% according to bioavailability studies. For people over 65 with sensitive joints, there's an extra documented benefit. Curcumin has also been studied for its effects on joint comfort, which may help you stay more active, and physical activity is always the primary ally of metabolic health. Turmeric is powerful, but the next spice has a unique ability to support both digestion and metabolism at the same time, and it's probably something you already have in your kitchen right now. Number 2, ginger. Ginger has over 2,500 years of documented use in Asian medicinal traditions, and now modern science is among the most researched spices in the world. One aspect that's particularly interesting for older adults: research indicates that ginger may support gastric emptying speed by up to 50% compared to not consuming it, meaning more efficient digestion and less abdominal bloating. With age, digestion naturally slows down. What many people interpret as belly fat is sometimes in part distension caused by inefficient digestion. Ginger contains compounds called gingerols and shogols that stimulate contractions in the digestive tract, like giving your digestive system a gentle push to work more efficiently. The result? Less bloating, better nutrient absorption. A review published in the European Journal of Nutrition analyzed studies on ginger and body composition and observed that participants who consumed ginger regularly for 12 weeks, combined with a balanced diet, showed modest but consistent reductions in abdominal circumference. Researchers attributed this to both the digestive effect and ginger's mild thermogenic effect. The most practical form is fresh ginger tea. Boil 2 to 3 thin slices of fresh ginger in 2 cups of water for 10 minutes. Add lemon and honey to taste. Drink it preferably 30 minutes before a main meal. Ginger powder works well too. 1 gram, about 1/4 teaspoon, is enough to obtain the studied benefits. Add it to smoothies, soups, or even your morning oatmeal. Combining ginger with turmeric in the same tea amplifies the anti-inflammatory benefits of both. Add the black pepper we mentioned earlier, and you have a drink that brings together 3 of today's most studied spices, all in 1 cup. In India, this combination has been used for centuries and is known as a powerful wellness staple. Ginger is extraordinary, but we've arrived at spice number 1, the most researched of all for metabolic health in older adults. It also has a blood sugar benefit that may change the way you look at your afternoon tea. Don't go anywhere. Number 1, Ceylon cinnamon, the star of today's video. I saved the best for last, and there's a clear scientific reason for that. True cinnamon from Sri Lanka, called Ceylon cinnamon, is arguably the most studied spice for metabolic support in adults over 60. A meta-analysis published in the Journal of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics reviewed 18 clinical studies and found that regular cinnamon consumption was associated with significant reductions in fasting glucose levels in adults with insulin resistance. Why does that matter for belly fat? I'll explain right now. Here's the connection most people don't know about. After 65, insulin sensitivity naturally declines. Your body needs to produce more insulin to process the same amount of sugar. When insulin levels stay chronically elevated, the body has a much harder time using stored fat as energy. It's like trying to drain a tank with a jammed pump. The compounds in cinnamon, primarily cinnamaldehyde and procyanidin polymers, help unjam it, improving insulin signaling in muscle cells. Research published in Diabetes Care followed adults for 40 days using 1, 3, or 6 grams of cinnamon per day. All groups showed reductions in glucose, triglycerides, and LDL cholesterol compared to the control group. Researchers concluded that cinnamon may be a valuable dietary complement for adults seeking better metabolic regulation, always alongside a healthy diet and lifestyle. Now, how to use it, and this part is important. Always choose Ceylon cinnamon specifically. The label usually says it. Cassia cinnamon, the most common variety in supermarkets, contains high levels of coumarin, which in elevated doses can stress the liver. The most commonly studied dose is half to 1 teaspoon per day. Add it to your morning coffee or tea, sprinkle it over oatmeal or fruit, blend it into smoothies, or mix it into salad dressings. Timing tip: consuming it close to a carbohydrate-containing meal may be most effective for glycemic support. And here's the surprise benefit I teased in the opening. The same meta-analysis also found modest reductions in total cholesterol and triglycerides in participants who used cinnamon regularly. For people over 65 who monitor cardiovascular health, this makes cinnamon a doubly interesting ally: metabolic and cardiovascular support in one delicious spice. The science is clear. These 4 spices, cayenne pepper, turmeric, ginger, and Ceylon cinnamon, represent powerful, accessible nutritional tools that can support your metabolic health after 65. But I want to be honest with you, no single spice will transform your health on its own. What the research shows is that when combined with a balanced diet, quality sleep, and regular movement, these spices can make a real, measurable difference. And if you're ready to take the next step, if you want to learn a natural recipe that combines the best of these ingredients into a single powerful drink to further support your weight loss journey, watch the video that's appearing on your screen right now. I'll also pin that video in the comments and leave the link in the description below so you can find it anytime. If this information was helpful for you, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Every week, I bring science-based nutritional strategies specifically for people over 65. Leave a comment below. Which of these spices are you going to try first? I'd love to know. If you have a friend or family member who could benefit from these tips, share this video with them. It's a way to take care of the people you love. Thank you for watching. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.